the problem is that we've allowed these companies to make so much money, to make record profits year after year, and what's left to do with the record other than to break it? And they don't want to do anything that's going to affect that. It has nothing to do with the people actually doing the work, actually making that money for them. It's about their shareholders and their profits, and their CEOs getting a nice bonus. Capitalism seems to work up here, but down here not so much. We rarely benefit from that. This job right here, you used to, I'd be able to come in, work my day, go home to my wife, who could work if she wanted, didn't have to work if she didn't want to, see the kids. We could have a house, we could have a car, everything would be good. Now this just working here isn't enough for a family. That's at the top of my list for the contract, is a hiring period. I mean, most places it used to be 90 days, and then my job prior to this, it was 180 days. And here it was, I was fortunate, I was a TPT for 1 year exactly. And after that's when it started getting longer and longer and longer. And, people are at 3-4 years of still being SEs. And, that's not fair to them. They come in and work just as hard, if not harder, than everybody else. I'm hoping Brian Fain will come through what he's saying,
But you've been around the block a few times. You've heard union officials claim that we're going to fight for this and fight for that.
Yes.
And then in the end,
the contract looks like the exact same thing we had already.
Right. What do you think about the idea that rank and file workers build up power on the shop floor? So it's their will that prevails, not the union bureaucracy or Biden, who's now intervening.
And that's how it should be. Mm-hmm. It should be all the individual voices, not just somebody coming to the line and telling you what's best for you. It should be us deciding that. Honestly, when it comes to the working class, I cannot make a distinction between the two parties. They all talk a lot about what's best for the middle class and everything, but when it comes down to it, they don't act on our behalf. And they do things like that. And they have their little meetings, and I didn't know Sean Fain had met with Biden already on that. I mean, I thought that might be something that come later on down the line, but I mean, to be honest with you, I can't imagine it going our way regardless who was in the White House right now. That's just not the way things are set up. The threat is constantly, we'll just move it. We'll just move it. And I would love to see globally workers uniting, and so no matter where they move it, they're not the ones winning constantly. I would love to see a global contract as opposed to just, plant by plant, company by company. I would love to see a global contract where everybody gets the same thing and everybody's treated fairly. That would be pretty amazing.